Welcome once again to the Veteran of the Month from 660 AM The Answer, and I'm John David Wells. Joining us is Maury Leland. He is the new president of Patriot Mobile, finally, a cell phone company for conservatives. Maury, welcome. Good to have you here. Our Veteran of the Month today is Dennis Walton. He stands right here in front, and he gets a very nice plaque and some other good stuff. So, Maury, why don't you get things started?
Hey, it is absolutely my pleasure to be here to recognize Dennis Walton. Dennis is a local man. He's from Tarrant County. He lives in Crescent, Texas, which is between Fort Worth and Granbury. But we're here to recognize Dennis for the service he gave to our country. He spent 4 years in the Navy as a corpsman. Most of it he served with the Marine Corps in Vietnam.
But it doesn't show.
Doesn't show a bit. But we appreciate him. We love to recognize people. You know, Patriot Mobile is a conservative phone company. We're out here for a purpose. It's for conservative values and to recognize veterans like Dennis. He's got a son that also served in the Navy later on, and it's fantastic. I absolutely couldn't be happier than to be here and recognize Dennis today. We've got a small plaque here to commemorate the occasion. We appreciate it. It is just fantastic.
Hey, if you know somebody that should be the 660 AM The Answer Veteran of the Month, by all means, go to our website, 660amtheanswer.com. You'll find all you need to know right there. Get involved with 660amtheanswer.com for the Veterans of the Month. And, of course, Patriot Mobile, a cell phone company for conservatives. Welcome once again to the Veteran of the Month. I'm John David Wells with Dennis Walton. He is our Veteran of the Month, a U.S. Navy man. We'll get to more of that coming up in just a couple of seconds. But Dennis, it's good to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
You've already got your plaque from Patriot Mobile, a cell phone company for conservatives. It's a great company. You got to get your cell phone immediately from Patriot Mobile. But we also have this. This is fantastic. Comfort food for you from Crossroads Diner on Preston Road in Dallas. You should have these. We are going to feed you with some great food from Crossroads Diner. So talk to us a little bit about your life in America's military. You spent 4 years in the U.S. Navy.
Yes, I did.
And you're one of those guys that maybe people don't know a lot about. You end up going through what is basically the world's best medical school for people who are not doctors.
Well, yes, I'd say that.
You become a U.S. Navy corpsman, and that means you get to go and play with the Marines.
Correct.
So did you ever spend any time on a ship at all?
None.
None. You were with the Marines the whole time?
Shortly after I got out of operating room school, after I went through Corps school, I was transferred to the Marine Corps.
Fantastic. So how did you like that? Tell me about the culture difference.
Well, you know, there's a little bit of rivalry between the Marine Corps and the Navy.
Huh.
And and I didn't do a whole lot of research when I went to Corps school because I didn't realize that the Marine Corps was a branch of the Navy. And so when I was transferred to the Marine Corps, I thought, well, you know, that's it. Just go with the flow, and that's what I did. You know, but the Marine Corps was an experience.
I bet it was. Did you really enjoy the time that you spent with your Marines? Because those are pretty good
yeah.
guys.
I mean, it was pretty stressful, but you know, you just turned into a family, and it was an experience.
When you say stressful, the warm Pacific currents took you to Southeast Asia for a little jaunt in a place called Vietnam, from what I understand.
A little tour Southeast Asia.
Uh-huh. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, it was once you get there, everybody's pretty much in the same boat. If you're with troops out in the field, everybody's in the same boat, you know. And so you're just a big family, and you take care of each other, and that's what we did.
Yeah. Were you involved in any major battles of the war, and did you get to ply your trade a lot?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I figured you probably did.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of that.
Well, I was with the 3rd Marine Division, and we were up. I was never any farther than about 8 miles from the DMZ, and so we got into quite a few tough times.
I bet.
And it was. I was 19 when I got there, and in fact, I think that was the average age of the guys that were over there was 19. So we all kind of grew up over there.
I'm sure. What do people not understand about that entire conflict?
As I said, I was 19 and pretty naive. All I knew is that I was given orders and I had to go, and I had to go there and do a job, and we didn't put politics into it. You know, we just did our job.
Right. Tell us about coming back home. What was that like?
A lot of people in the country just were against the war, which kind of put us in a bad light. So we just kind of got home and went on with our lives.
Yeah.
And try to put it past us. That's what I did anyway.
Dennis, I want to tell you, thank you so much. You've done so much for our country, and we sincerely appreciate it. We do. And we are thrilled to have you as our Veteran of the Month from Patriot Mobile and, of course, 660 AM The Answer.
Well, I appreciate the acknowledgement. I really do.
God bless you, and enjoy your Crossroads Diner food, and we'll see you soon, huh?
Okay.
Dennis Walton, our Veteran of the Month on 660 AM The Answer.